But a boosted field tonight for the production sedans. We only had the 8 last night, and we lost Barry Rose overnight. But, we've gained a couple here for night number 2. They get a green straight away on a very freshly prepared racing surface for the production sedans, just tiptoeing their way out of turn number 4. But we got our first green flag on this Saturday night. We are racing. It's a lot of laps to get through tonight, so the track curators have had to put a heap of moisture into the racing surface. Jamie Goodwin's going to limp his Commodore to the infield without even taking the green flag. So already down to a field of 10 to go round. Vince Lindsay out by the concrete wall down there in Palmer's Corner, but he leads the opening lap from John Castagna as Nino Mendez, who was just about unstoppable on night number 1 for the production sedans, hustling on the bottom side of the racetrack, works his way up into second place. Of course, Nino started his speedway career at Bribble Lake, which was a winter venue, which closed just over 20 years ago now, but he started there in the 90s, so be used to a heavy racetrack, growing up racing in a winter venue. Zach Munro quickly up into third. The Falcon from Port Kennedy, too far from my neck of the woods, that's for sure. And the Inland Mechanical Falcon, Castagna is 4th, and Kelsey Beard, who started on the front rows, back to 5th. Early in this one from Dylan Parks, Angus Bott, Wayne Leviston. Further back is Aaron Callahan. Haven't actually got a name on the 77, but we'll get that to you in a few moments' time. But it's a pair of Commodores, older model variety, running at the front of the field, and Vince Lindsay reveling in the conditions at the moment. Just ran a little bit wide coming into the front straight in the 11 car of Nino Mendez. Doesn't have to be asked twice, he hits the front. So the former state champion for Element Produce with 3 down. Let's check the lap times. 27.578. They were in the 22nd bracket last night, the production sedans. So well off where they were on night number 1. But to be expected, this early part of the race meeting. Munro now second. Of course, did a bit of junior racing against Vince Lindsay back in the day. They run 2nd and 3rd to those 2 graduates of junior sedans. John Castagna is a distant 4th from Kelsey Beard, Dylan Parks. Angus Bott, the Collie local, Wayne Leviston. And further back to the 14, which of course is Aaron Callahan. But Nino Mendez and the Commodore leads the way at the moment. Zach Munro is closing the gap. Pair of cars with Mendez race engines run 1-2 at the moment. And the 138 is race fit, running with the modified sedans on Friday night at the Motorplex, and he's going to do a couple of shows this summer with the modified sedans beyond last night, and he's closing the gap on Nino Mendez. It's our production sedans hustle in the front straight before a great crowd on this Saturday night, enjoying some marvellous Speedway sedan action. Vince Lindsay a distant 3rd from John Castagna in the Carbusters Commodore for the northern suburbs of Perth. Further back, the Mustang 23 is Dylan Parks. Kelsey Beard now has Angus Bott for company. The 96 trying to work its way forward from the 86 of Wayne Leviston, as our leaders just come up on the 14 of Aaron Callahan. A pretty nicely turned out Commodore for Callahan, but he's got the other leaders breathing down his bumper. This is the opportunity that Zach Munro needs. He tries to use the lap car as a bit of a decoy for Mendez as they head down the back straight into Palmer's Corner for the final occasion. And Mendez is going to do enough to hold on and score the victory in car number 11 from the 138 of Zach Munro. Vince Lindsay, a nice job for 3rd, and look at the smoke for John Castagna in 49. Smoke billowing from the Commodore. He's going to limp it to the infield, and a few flames and a couple of bit else going on under the engine room, so that's going to give 4th place to Dylan Parks from Kelsey Beard, Angus Bott, Wayne Leviston. Further back at Nino Mendez, his quickest time in the end. He dropped it by 4 seconds to a 23.980. Munro, Vince Lindsay, your top 3. A bit of drama going on late in that production sedan heat race.